Hey, Shooter.
Yeah?
Tour championship is next week, right?
That's right.
If I beat you, I get the house back. If you beat me, I'll quit.
You are going to beat me at golf? You're in big trouble, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No. Movie deep dives. Happy Gilmore. A classic. Coming up next.
Meet Happy Gilmore. He was a hockey player.
Don't you ever touch my puck!
Now he's going from the rinks to the links.
Where you going with those clubs, punk? I'm your caddy.
But now I got a new reason, kicking your ass.
Well, I'd like to see you try. Let's do it. I'm in on a golf course.
Oops. All right, maybe we should get back inside.
Adam Sandler is Happy Gilmore.
Second movie deep dive for you. This is a classic.
Number
One of our
two.
favorites.
Number two.
Number 2. Mike Ryland here. Rye Brad. I didn't really...
Michael.
Michael? He likes to be professional. I'm Rob Simmons. This is a good one. One of our all-time favorites. Classic. We love golf.
The
we
best.
love comedy. Adam Sandler is prime. We have a lot of stuff to get into here. The biggest thing for me is that this era of comedy was unbelievable. They don't make them like this anymore. Actually, they don't make comedies at all anymore because you can't. This is actually kind of a comedy show. We're not that PC. You can't make anything anymore without offending anyone.
No.
You know, there was a Judd Apatow kind of thing he had, 2010 to like 14 was pretty sweet.
Wedding Crashers, 40-year-old,
Yeah.
all the goods.
Yeah, knocked up.
Yeah.
But like since then, has there been a good comedy?
No.
Not really. Not like this. So this run though, I'm gonna read it off for you. 94 to 96. This comedy run. This is like the post SNL. These guys all getting kicked off the show or whatever, and they all do their own movies.
Listen up.
94 to 96. We have Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber,
Oh.
Tommy Boy,
Oh.
Billy Madison,
Oh.
Kingpin,
Oh.
Happy Gilmore,
Whoa.
and Black Sheep.
Wow.
That's some of my favorite comedies of all time. Is there a bad one there? Like
These
Kingpin?
weren't all by the same director. Though. These are
No,
different.
no. I was just saying these are the comedies.
I'm
from
throwing
94,
in
96.
heavyweights.
There's a lot.
There's so many.
But is there a bad one in there? I would say maybe Kingpin is the least iconic of those movies, which I personally love.
Or
I'm a bowler.
Bowlers.
Yeah. And also Bill Murray. Come on. Woody Harrelson. Great movie.
Little thing I heard about Bill Murray
Yeah?
before we get into this. Did you know he didn't like Adam Sandler or Chris Farley?
Well, he's an idiot. Who doesn't like those guys?
Apparently he didn't like Chris Farley because he was too wild. Reminded him of Belushi.
Right,
Wasn't
well,
a fan of the antics.
I get it.
And in a Rob Schneider interview, they weren't sure why he really didn't like Adam, other than they just weren't a fan of his shtick after the whole Happy Gilmore thing.
Yeah, and Billy Madison was even dumber, but he evolved, and that was his sticks. Chris Farley.
Yeah, he became his
everyone,
Zohan.
Yeah, everyone has one. Sorry about my outfit here. It's pretty weird. I'm trying to go for the Shooter McGavin. I really just wish I could be Rumsfeld. And if you didn't see that, tune into the last one, The Burbs. And if you haven't seen The Burbs, watch it on Netflix, then watch our show. Or just watch the previous pod because pretty much you get the whole movie synopsis in an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to, he wore that douchebag sweater. This is a Big Lebowski sweater, which is cool, but that's the only one I had. So bear with me. It's uncomfortable, but I think I look pretty cool. Do I?
You look cool.
I do? Thank you.
You look great.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyways, this is 96,
Yeah.
this movie. Okay. The director, now I didn't really know this director, Dennis Dugan.
The Dukes, they call
I didn't know him.
I made that up.
Right. Well, did you know him? Like, did you know
No.
that he was the director of this movie?
I wasn't looking up directors back in the day, so I wasn't as curious.
But he's not like a well-known name.
No, but he did do some films that
You
we
know
are
what?
aware
I didn't
of.
know he did Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yep.
He obviously did a lot of Sandler stuff. He did Big Daddy, Saving Silverman, National Security, The Benchwarmers, Chuck
Shout
and
out
Larry,
Jack
Zohan, Grown Ups, like Jack and Jill, which is actually probably one of the worst movies ever. But
That was-
okay, I shouldn't have brought that up. But either way, it's obviously pretty nice. It's not like he has a way better credentials than Joe Dante, who we just had in The Burbs.
Definitely.
I mean, mostly because it
Did
was
you know
Sandler's
this guy's
guy.
net worth is only $12 million?
The director?
Yeah.
Sandler just took all of his money.
Apparently.
Jeez.
You would think with all those killer titles, you'd be loaded.
Right. All right. We have a lot of categories to get into, but as always, we're going to get a little bit of a review from Roger Ebert. He did not like this movie.
Shocker.
And you can see why, but 1.5 stars out of 4. Come on, man. That's weak sauce.
Get a job,
It's better than
Roger.
that. Yeah. Well, we'll dig him up and fucking get him a job. But so here's his quote, though. 1.5 stars. He says, Happy Gilmore doesn't have a pleasing personality, which, I mean, I know he's a sociopath and, like, pretty violent, but he's got a great personality, right? Cares for his grandma. You know, in the first scene when he's like, I was always quick to apologize. He starts massaging the kid's shoulders. I think he had a good personality. He was just a psycho.
He definitely had some tendencies.
He did. So, $12 million budget, $41 million box office, so it wasn't really a smash compared to, let's say, Big Daddy, which I think made like $200 million. But this is kind of what put Adam Sandler. Billy Madison started it. This kind of put him on the map. And for me, we're both golfers. I whoop his ass all the time. But he's getting better. This guy, you'll have a little bit of a Happy Gilmore game, right? Even though you have a good short game, but you hit a mile. This guy hits at 340.
It's his pod, so I'm supposed to go along with it. Yes, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. It's true, though. I'm sorry.
Yes, Rob. Yes.
Okay. See, I love this guy. That's why I have him. He knows movies, and he's nice to me on camera. He's mean. He beats me off camera. So, but this movie in pop culture is huge, right? Like Caddyshack was the same. Where like if you play around a golf a foursome, you're not going to play the whole 18 without hearing a quote or 10 from this movie. Someone trying the Happy Gilmore swing, just something like that. Same with Caddyshack. Kind of just took that mold.
I think I was taught how to swear from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, I was watching like Halloween and Terminator 2 when I was like 6, so.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, it does. It really does. All right, moving on to the categories here. Best scene, most rewatchable scene here. For one, the first one I have is just the opening scene, the montage. I love montage. I love a good montage. And with Tuesday's Gone, Leonard Skinner playing, just the whole home video thing, going through his life and just his commentary is the best.
I was the only guy to ever take off his skate and try to stab somebody. I was a road worker, a janitor, a security guard, a gas station attendant, and a plumber.
The showing it, the dick dance thing he does when he's putting all the things between his legs.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. He uses a lot of things there. So we'll get into what he uses later, but just the fact that his dad died, his mom going to Egypt because hockey isn't a thing there.
Yeah.
His dad just sitting there watching the TV. She's like, "I'm leaving." He's like, "Get the fuck out of the way! I'm watching the Oilers."
I don't even think he did that.
No, but I would have.
Yeah.
He didn't. Do you have any scenes you want to go? You want me to go through mine and then you add them?
Whatever.
Okay, I love that scene. The next scene I have here is Sandler's girlfriend walking out on him, ditching him.
I've got that one down. The Terry intercom?
Yeah. He comes with Subway, which is kind of foreshadowing and just, the guy, I ran into a guy, went to high school with him. I got extra meatballs. She's like, what girl gives a shit about extra meatballs? She's like, I never. And the intercom thing, and it's a great scene. Got some thoughts on this scene?
I honestly think that that's one of my favorite quotes too, even that, not quote I should say, but little skit piece where they're going back and forth on the intercom. He obviously has a little bit of like, bipolar something.
He's showing that off for sure. It's literally 1,000 miles an hour to, I'm sorry, babe. Let me give me that smoochy woochie.
Kissy wissy.
Yeah. All you ever talk about is being a pro hockey player, but there's a problem. You're not any good.
I am good. You know what? You're a lousy kindergarten teacher. I've seen those finger paintings you bring home and they suck.
And then my favorite quote is, you're a terrible kindergarten teacher. I've seen those finger paintings you bring home and they suck.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Kindergarten finger paintings? Yeah, they're going to suck.
Yeah.
It's great. But my favorite part about that scene is kind of a hidden, like they don't show it, which I kind of wish they did. It's that he clearly has sex with the Asian woman because in the morning when he's leaving, she's in his fucking hockey sweater, like, you don't want breakfast?
Hey, you know what breakfast?
Want breakfast.
Yeah, okay, even better. I didn't want to get racist with it, but
I'm just quoting it.
Well, hey man, I'm PC around here. All right, but they kind of subtly put in there that he definitely fucked her, right?
Yeah.
She's wearing his clothes. She's there in the morning.
I mean, one could assume.
Good for him. Would you have done it?
No.
I would have. So, is that a problem or?
No.
All right, next scene here. Happy Beth's the Movers. First time we see him swing a golf club.
You boys are gonna pay for that! Ow!
You hit that guy! He shouldn't have been standing there.
I think it's Will Sasso. Is that one of the guys? The guy from Mad TV? The fat white mover? And I don't know who the other guy was, but their swings are horrible. The guy chunks it, he hits it, which is great. His bet is that Happy couldn't hit it over, 12 yards?
Yeah.
You could do that with a putter. And when they see him line up, they're just laughing. Like, look at how he stands. And then hitting 3 balls perfectly, hitting the 2 people. It's the best. They hit
400
The
yards.
girl's the best. She's just hanging out the fucking front window. That scene just is epic. Like, that's one I always want to watch. If it's on, I'm sticking around for that one. The first tournament I have down here, Happy Goes Ballistic.
Son of a bitch, Ball. Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Suck my white ass, Ball! With the wrong mother.
Put out a press.
Oh! Yeah, you fucking lie, mother.
And he's gone.
You pussy bitch! You fucking play it where it lies. Fuck you!
Just not the Waterbury Open, but the first pro tournament when
Riding the bull.
he's happy, and then it just when it goes to the office and the director is like, we have to kick him off tour, and it's just the TV shot of him, and it's just like literally.
Oh, that ballistic.
Yeah, that ballistic. 2 out of 3 words are swears, so it's bleeped out. But then at the end, he's like, "You play it where it fucking lies." He's just fighting people. He throws the fucking flag stick.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Like, that is just. I could watch that scene every day. I probably should watch it every day. If you're ever feeling bad or down, just watch that.
That's a good one.
And then I have Bob Barker fight.
I've got that one down
That's
too. How many scenes do you have? Did you just write the whole movie down?
No, there's a lot more scenes I could add. I didn't do the batting cage. I didn't do the No,
Touche.
the Bob Barker fight is
I've got
as
that
iconic. I mean, it also goes to the point of the time this movie was made. Was Bob Barker was one of the biggest stars in the world. It's before like cable was really big. Everyone watched Price is Right. You ever stay home from school, right? Like, what's on TV at 10 o'clock in the morning? Price is Right. There's not many options.
Agreed.
And then he's fucking fighting Happy Gilmore.
He's got a mean hook.
Dude, he's got
Jab,
mean
hook, couple
mean
hook.
hook. Last scene I have on here is just the 18th hole victory.
Happy Gilmore wins the gold jacket.
The essentially mini golf putt he makes, which shout out to Chubbs. You know, good job, Chubbs. You taught him that.
Chubbs.
So one thing he taught him, right, is how to fucking
Mini golfs and stuff.
Do you have any other scenes or?
You pretty much summed up my scenes. I do want to add the breaks the bottle scene.
I was on this tour for one reason, money. But now I got a new reason, kicking your ass.
Well, I'd like to see you try. Let's do it. I'm in on a golf course.
Hey, what is going on here, huh?
Oh, I was just looking for the other half of this bottle, and there's some of it right there's some right there too.
Why don't you just put it down?
Yeah, I know.
Where he's in the bar and he's like,
Right.
"You want to go?"
Right.
And then Virginia walks up and he's just like, she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just looking for the other half of this bottle."
Here's part of it.
Yeah.
Here's another part of it.
And then Shooter walks out with a little rhyme, and Happy's like, "I just may. What do you say?" I don't remember the full quote, but
maybe I can go lay down by the bay and then make some clay, and I just may. What do you say?
Yep.
Yeah, great scene. Great. I mean, there's so many of those little scenes. I just wanted to do the pinpoint. There's going to be 5 or 6. These are good movies. So, what's your favorite though?
My favorite, and I'll just go with it because I wrote it down first. I really think the Terry scene kicks it off. He's so freaking funny in that one, and then he's licking. He's like,
Right.
"To the night closes in."
Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, but there's a problem. You're not any good.
Right. I don't want to be with a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah, great scene. For me, it's between two. The easiest one to choose is Bob Barker, which is just the most iconic, him fighting Bob Barker. But I'm actually going to go with the opening montage. Just because to start a movie like that, the song Tuesday's Gone's playing, to sum up his life, it kind of it shows you who he is, right? And just the Dick Cone and all the things he's doing there. The junior hockey thing when he's the quote of he's like, I'm the only one that ever tried to take off my skate and stab somebody. It's just so like it sums up him as a person to start off the movie, and then it even shows his grandma with the kiss mask. It's great. Okay, here. What aged the best? Now, this was tough at first, and then I got rolling on this one. So my first, I don't even know if it's aged the best, but it was Chubb's lazy golf lesson he's giving. He's reading the magazine, and the chick is like not even hitting the ball. He's like, "You're good, yeah. Bend those knees, bend those knees." For me, it aged the best because I'm in the golf industry, as you know, and I've been assistant pro, and I gave lessons.
Assistant to the pro.
Yeah, assistant to the head pro.
I was Dwighting you.
Right. But I gave lessons, and I have a weird golf swing, to say the least. So I'm not a traditional golfer. I'm athletic, and I'm good at the game because I've played so much, but like I'm not really qualified to teach. And there's a story I'll give you. I was teaching this guy who was fucking terrible. He was probably mid-40s, rich dude, probably maybe a 25 handicap, but he could not hit out of the sand. And I don't know how to teach someone how to hit out of the sand. You just don't hit the ball and swing down on it and like swing hard. So my quote is, and my bosses always make fun of me and quote this. They were like riding by in a golf cart while I'm teaching him, and he was just like he was like decelerating. You have to accelerate through the stand shot.
Yep.
And my quote was, whoops, sorry, shooter fell off. My quote was, just swing hard at that shit. That was how I taught. I was like, just swing hard at that shit. So for me, it aged the best because lazy teaching.
Oh yeah,
That's how I did it. It's hard. You make your money, you get $60 per lesson, but unless you have a package,
golfers out there,
right? And unless you have a package of lessons, it's really hard to teach someone the game in an hour. Especially in this case, what, a 45-year-old woman that.
And how many % of swings are you actually saving? And some should just kind of maybe like, no, it's for fun.
Right. But a lot of people take it serious, right? And they think that shooting 90 is good.
Yeah.
Rylan. Sorry. Okay. Next thing I have here is Julia Bowen. That is Victoria. I get
Virginia.
the V's. Virginia. See, I get the V's because in all the early Sandler movies, all the girls were VV initials. Vicky Valancourt, Veronica Vaughn, Virginia Bennett. This is Virginia. Okay. So, Julia Bowen. She's 52 years old now. She's still looking super fine, dude.
I'm sure you frequent her page.
Well, I did when I was doing research for this. I did some pretty extensive research on this when I saw her pictures. Yeah, she's still super hot. She was in Lost. She was Jack's.
Never saw that show.
Oh, you missed out. She was Jack's wife in that and the flashbacks. She's been in some other stuff, but yeah, I didn't realize how hot she was until I rewatched this. Because as a kid, I guess I wasn't into girls. I don't know. She had short hair, but she rocks it well. Right? Yeah. Then I had Happy Swing. Aged the best. It's
people
you
still
see
doing
it. It's also like pretty good. It's pretty athletic. You know, like it doesn't look like a total joke, even though you never do that.
I thought that to myself. I was like, he's got a pretty good swing.
Yeah, you got any
shoot.
Yeah,
I got two. I got two. Of course you do. I've got two.
Do my research, baby.
Happy Madison Films. I mean,
his crew.
The crew of all.
This is the start of some of the crew too.
But. Yeah. I mean, I won't repeat the list of movies, but then you have the branch out films of these guys getting big, Grandma's Boy, all this other stuff. Like, the amount of films, I don't know if that's a physical Happy Madison movie, but the amount of films tied to this crew, whoa. Second, actually I have three apparently. Can't read.
Of course you do.
Golf in general. What a comeback. People love golf. Everybody's golfing. COVID did a little extra for the golf game too. I'm not going to spend too much time on that one. But my third that I do want to dive in, Ben Stiller, the killer. Just before this, he had done Heavyweights. He then goes into his role, unnamed, uncredited role.
I had that. I was gonna jump in.
I know you.
Look at
you did your
nice.
research.
Is it crazy he's uncredited?
It is crazy.
Why? It was a small part, but he's in like 5 scenes.
I know.
Amazing scenes, by the
Yeah.
way. We'll get into that later, but it's uncredited.
But I mean,
yeah.
that guy is awesome. Find me a bad Ben Stiller movie.
Can't.
You can't. Long King Polly. I mean, he's just in everything, everywhere.
I personally love Ben Stiller in an ancillary role. You know what I mean? I like him and I like Meet the Parents and all that, but like I prefer him in small doses, right?
I'm gonna
Call me
disagree
crazy,
because
but-
Heavyweights is one of my favorites. He brings that character back out in Dodgeball. Attention campers, lunch is canceled due to lack of hustle. Deal with it.
Essentially, he is just playing the same character that he is in Dodgeball. At least the look, right? Like the facial hair.
Oh, they have the
Just way he
same hair
talks.
in
Yeah.
Heavyweights
Yeah.
to
Uh-huh.
Dodgeball. Too.
Yeah, so that all 3 are the same role.
Uncle Tony.
See, I don't know that movie that well, so I need to watch it. My bad. Why am I in movie pod?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. What's your last age the
Start a
best here?
TV show pod.
What's your last age the worst here? Right, Brad?
Age the worst?
The best, sorry.
No, I named my 3.
Oh, you did. Okay. To kind of piggyback on the one you were talking about, Alan Covert, age the best. He is the homeless caddy. He is the Grandma's Boy guy, and he became a Sandler guy, right? But he kind of became Sandler's hidden gem, right? Like no one knows him, and then he had his one starring role in Grandma's Boy, which he actually kills.
Your favorite role is him in Big Daddy.
Is he the gay guy? Yeah, I love that. But yeah, Grandma's Boy, Wedding Singer. He's great in Wedding Singer. He's the limo driver. That's just always like, I'm not happy. He's wearing like the leather and shit. Love him in that. And I just wanted to go through some of his homeless caddy behavior that I love. So originally we see him bathing in the pond. He's got that smile. He's so happy to take a bath, even though it's in a fucking pond. And what we know about these golf ponds, they're scummy as shit. Even like on my course, which is a country club, it's scum, dude. I would not want to. I don't want to fish in there. I definitely don't want to swim in there.
Right.
He's bathing.
Oh yeah.
And then washing his underwear in the ball washer when he's like, "Give me my ball," he fucking lifts it up. And it says "Whitey Tighties."
The
Amazing.
Putt.
The 1 foot. Yeah, he's at 1 shoe. That's amazing. And then also he takes the cracker. Also takes the penny, which is a penalty. Yeah, quarter. It's a penalty, by the way. But he just sees, he's like, money. This is one of the early on scenes. And then takes the cracker at the end and eats it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's marking it with a quarter. And why is the caddy marking the ball in the first place? The sweater is crazy. And then I also have the quotes. We talked about it. 8's the best. They are just timeless, right? Shooter McGavin. 8's the best.
Everything aged the best.
Well, no, but Shooter McGavin, dude, he became, his name is McDonald.
Chris.
First name, Christopher McDonald. Aged the best because for the rest of time, he is just this character.
Yeah, he was just in a show on Netflix, The Watcher.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't see the show, but I saw he was on that. I know you said you watched it. And I don't know if you've seen Dirty Work, but he's essentially playing the same character in Dirty Work, which is a similar film to this. Love Dirty Work, by the way. Norm Macdonald. Last one I just have is Shooter's sand jokes about David Hasselhoff. Everyone makes those sand jokes, like not about David Hasselhoff.
It's better when I heard it the first time.
Right, he says it 3 times in the movie, and like he thinks he's funny. It's not funny.
Yeah.
But we always hear those sand jokes, right? This guy spends more time in the sand. Oh, he's going to the beach. It's not funny. So people need to stop doing that. All right, what's aged the worst?
So that almost should have aged the worst.
Well, it aged the best because people always use it. What's aged the worst? Give me yours first.
Aged the worst.
I didn't have many. For
Subway. What a downhill spiral.
Is that because of the Jared thing?
Jared.
The fake tuna?
Pardon me on this pronunciation of this chemical. But they've got azidicarbonamide, which was found in shoe rubber and yoga mats in their bread a few years back.
Really?
Yeah. So they've had a few things
Wrap this
going
around
on
here.
where you're like, Subway, good guy.
They had the fake tuna.
Those were your glory days.
Did you hear about that?
No.
It was proven, like they did tests. It was similar to the Seinfeld episode where they have the non-fat yogurt and they test it. So someone tested the tuna, and it was proven there's 0% tuna in their tuna. So they had to almost how KFC had a Kentucky Fried Chicken had to go by KFC because it's not real chicken.
Yes.
This is not tuna, so they had to change the
I
sandwich.
love that theory, by the way, about KFC.
Is it? It's true, I think.
think
I love
it's true,
KFC,
too.
and do you like Subway?
No, think about it. All their commercials are like, Have you tried our new 8-piece white meat meal?
Right, not chicken. I don't say chicken.
They don't say it.
Do you like Subway?
You know,
They have a new menu now.
I went to Illinois State. Shout out Redbirds. Anybody who went to Illinois State knows it was one of the few restaurants that you could use your like student bucks at. So I did eat it. I will say a lot of the consumption of Subway was fueled by the consumption of alcohol.
Convenient sandwich. Make it your own way.
Right in your dorm.
Mm-hmm. So answer the fucking question.
I haven't gone in years, and I'm done.
Oh.
Subway.
I like it. It's pretty good. Erica, my wife loves sandwiches, so like, you know, for me, I can customize. I can put so much shit on that sandwich. Right, Jimmy John's, other places, they make it the way it is. I want to put everything. Give me my bang for the buck, baby. All right, my first age the worst is just all the assault in the movie and battery that Happy Gilmore does. He assaults as simple as the IRS guy throws through the fucking glass window. You hate me, don't you?
But why'd that age the worst? That was funny stuff.
Oh, I know, but you can't now you definitely can't assault anybody without getting arrested. Because now it's always on camera.
I got you.
You know, and in a lot of these cases, it was on camera. It was on video, on national TV. But age the worst for me. Although it was funny. Trust me, I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm just saying age the worst.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, you can't commit assault anymore.
No.
Which I'm pretty sure you couldn't then, but I get what you mean.
So in the another age the worst for me is in the bad. You know, there's the happy place. In like the nightmare happy place, Shooter definitely has his hand on her pussy, dude. You know what I'm talking about? When he has his hand on there, he is like rubbing it, dude. Now, like, let's hope for that. Let's hope for Miss Bowen's sake, she had like a cod piece on or something to protect it. I'm serious, dude. If you watch the scene, I'll put it in here. It's on there. It's not like rubbing it, but you might as well be rubbing it.
If there's anyone who spotted it, I know you.
Of course, I paused it, and
you're hurt.
All I'm saying is that is also assault. It's age the worst. Like, you can't do that anymore. All right, next one I have here is nursing home sweatshops. Yeah. Because when I grew up and I watched it, I assumed that all nursing homes were sweatshops.
Yeah, well, this is handmade quality shit we're talking here. Yes, well, when do you need them by? All right. Good doing business with you. Okay, listen up, everybody. Turn up your volumes. Announcement. I got good news. We're extending arts and crafts time by 4 hours today.
My fingers hurt.
What's that?
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Mr. Gilmore! Hey, toity straight down to the right, dear.
How's my grandma?
Oh, she's super. We're just enjoying some arts and crafts time right now.
I never knew that, but after watching this movie, I could make the assumption.
And just like, I don't want to let my my grandmother go to a fucking nursing home. They're gonna be doing one thing.
Activities have been extended for 4 hours today.
Right? Yeah.
My fingers hurt.
you just bought yourself landscape duty, bitch.
Well, now your back's gonna hurt.
And I'm a big It's Always Sunny fan, and there's a running joke in that of just like, we're talking about a nursing home. They're like, why don't I just bang her myself? Why don't I just rape her myself?
What about a nice nursing home?
A nursing home? Do you have any idea what happens in those places, dude? Why don't I just rape her myself? Rape her? What are you talking about?
They think that happens in nursing homes.
Check yourself into a nursing home, Frank. You have the money.
I'm not gonna put myself into one of those crypts. As soon as you drop the soap, they rape your butt. That's what happens. Matt told me.
What in God's name? You people have a very strange conception of what goes on in nursing homes.
So apparently I have a very skewed version of what happens in these nursing homes.
You also don't believe in charity, random side note.
I don't. No, some of them are legit. There's so many scandals.
You don't cover.
I don't want to give to charity.
Okay, there it is, Scrooge.
I'm a good tipper. I tip 30% cash. Ask anybody. That's good tip.
Anybody?
Yeah, well, she has. Okay. The last, I have two more. Killing the alligator. PETA. Again, another PETA one. PETA's pissed, dude. He like legit in front of people kill. I know it took Chubb's hand. Can't do that. Can't do it. And I don't like alligators. They're kind of violent, but like all creatures are created equal, right? Like we kill spiders, but you see a ladybug, you're like, aw. Nah, dude, there's no difference.
Are alligators endangered?
No, maybe.
Maybe there is some hunting that you can do because people eat gator, so they have to be killed.
I have one more. Bribing someone with $1. When he bribes Ben Stiller, he's like, I want you to take extra special care of her, and he has a fucking $1. Now, it is the worst because I work a tip job, so I still sometimes get $1 tips. Come on, dude. $1 ain't what it used to be, and even in '96 it wasn't anything. But it's aged the worst because $1, I'll fucking piss on your dollar. I don't give a fuck. I can't even buy gum with that anymore.
Yeah.
It gets me a fourth of a gallon of gas. Aged the worst. You got any other ones?
No.
I get a little heated up here. You know?
No, I just thought Subway was so effing bad that I wanted all my emphasis on Subway.
Is it because the Jared thing? Just so you know, Jared, hey Jared, go burn in hell. We fucking hate you, you child molesting pedophile. Fuck. I hate pedophiles.
What he said.
The whole channel, Rob Square, Professional Fanatics, we hate pedophiles. We've been very adamant about
Check
this.
out his other channel where he catches them.
I want to.
In malls and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to. It'd be great. I just murder him though.
Get down!
It don't last one episode because I go to
No,
jail.
it's not. Jared is what I wrote first, but then also their food just blows.
Yeah, and it's expensive now. It's like $9 a sandwich.
And they weren't even full. Remember the controversy? They weren't even foot longs for the longest
I measured
time.
it with my cock and I realized it wasn't a foot long. I doubled mine. It's 6 inches. So, see? All right.
Yes, it is, Rob. Yes, it is.
Thank you. All right, internet research. He wants to name it Rob's Time on the Internet. Is that correct?
Whatever you want. It's your pod.
Why is that?
What do you do on the internet? I don't know. You talk about what you do on the internet. I
do
don't
a
know if
lot
it's
of things.
PC. You're a PC guy, you said.
I'm known to masturbate from time to time.
Jesus.
Okay, internet research. What Rob does on the internet, whatever we want to call it here. My first one is a great one. This isn't necessarily internet research, but I did research it a bit. Carl Weathers, Chubbs. In my mind, has 3 of the best death scenes in the history of movies. Predator gets his arm blown off and then stabbed. It's super long, great death scene. 4, where he gets his ass beat by the Russian.
Wait, that's
and then,
fucking Apollo Creed?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know
God.
that?
No.
And then the next scene is you expect. So after he's knocked out, right? They don't throw in the towel. You expect, right? You expect the next scene to be like at a hospital. It's at a fucking funeral, right? It's like very startling. And then this death scene, which is just incredible.
Remember the gator that got your hand? I got his head.
The startling from the alligator and then falling back out
Apparently
of
there's no
window.
skeeters where they are at.
No, apparently not, because you have a wide. It's a big window. So I don't even know where they are. Waterbury, maybe Washington. I don't fucking know. So anyway, that's
Something starts with a W.
for me. Carl Weathers, 3 of the best death scenes ever, like iconic death scenes, and this is one of them. Dennis Dugan, the director, he played the tour, the tour guy, the guy that was in charge of the tour, the small guy. That's him.
Really?
Yeah, didn't know that.
No.
Actually, does a good job. I feel like he's right.
He does a really good job.
Pretty good. I didn't know that was him. You said earlier Ben Stiller's uncredited. Did not know that. Good for him. That's how great Ben Stiller is. He can do a role like this and just like, I don't need my name out there.
Yeah.
People are gonna know who I am. But this wasn't even Ben Stiller's prime was later, right? Like Meet the Parents was 2000.
I mean,
correct?
he crushed it in heavyweights, but I don't know how much
No,
popularity.
but wasn't
that
Meet the
movie
Parents 2000?
Yeah.
That was
Ish.
where he became Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Right? This is
Gaylord Fokker.
This is a great one. Christopher McDonald, so Shooter McGavin, got a DUI in 2016. He it's on video. He tried getting off saying, "Have you seen Happy Gilmore?" So sorry, Shooter, but he didn't get off. Apparently, the guy doesn't know.
I can
Adam Sandler
picture.
movies.
Well, no, I won't bring that juju into the world. Have you seen the Professional Fanatics podcast?
What about it?
Yes.
Oh, all right. What do you got for internet research? That didn't land. That's all I had actually for Rob's research. I was doing other things. In the
I had the
internet,
uncredited Ben Stiller as well. I also nothing as major. I thought you had some really good ones.
Well, the Christopher McDonald one was good.
I said I was being serious.
Oh,
Being
thank
sincere.
you.
Those are
Thank
good.
you.
Do you need
Appreciate
another
that.
one?
No, I'm good. What do you got?
Happy Gilmore is kind of based off of Adam Sandler's real life friend, who was a big hockey fanatic, had a mean golf swing. Not truly based off of him, but kind of.
Huh.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. I also found it interesting that Shooter almost turned the role down because he was tired of playing a villain. But once he saw how funny the script was, he was like, I'm in. And then I thought it was cool how they mixed in some of the golfers. I knew Lee Trevino, obvious, but Mark Lai, he's wearing one of the jackets in the scene. He was like a consultant out there, and Shooter said he even got a little better at golf, being around him and playing with him.
Did you know Lee Trevino was unhappy with the movie and wished he wasn't in it? Because he said it was too much swearing. Like, did you not watch Billy Madison? Like, how did you not? What did you expect? It's an angry hockey player playing golf. So, actually, Lee Trevino, that's on you.
That's on you.
That's all you had for internet
Do
research?
your homework. Yep.
All right. Casting what ifs. I had one. Actually, no, I didn't have any. What do you have?
I had Ed McMahon from The Tonight Show.
Oh.
Was supposed to be Bob Barker. He
Wouldn't have been
did
good.
his research, unlike Lee Trevino apparently, and passed. Bob Barker, though, agreed. Like, crushed it.
Oh, iconic, dude.
And then Kevin Costner was supposed to be Shooter.
Ooh.
I don't know how that would have gone. I can't see.
Well, he just did the golf movie, though, before, right?
Well, he was doing Tin Cup at the time.
Yeah, you don't want to do 2 golf movies.
At least his plans were to do Tin Cup.
He's never been a villain, I don't think, in any movie.
No,
he wouldn't.
hard watch.
No. And the thing is, Kevin Costner is always going to be Kevin Costner. Christopher McDonald is Shooter McGavin.
100%.
I'm sure if he goes to a restaurant, he can't eat without people fucking Shooter.
Yeah.
Or saying quotes, or like he's had a pretty solid career, but that's who he is.
Yeah.
And Kevin Costner would be Kevin Costner. So
Kevin Costner, though, also had a great career. Great sport.
Well, yeah. But like too many sports movies almost. Like, why is he the go-to sports guy? There's been too many. I'm not a big Kevin Costner fan. Do you like him?
I do.
I think he's a douchebag. So,
wow.
Sorry, Kevin. All right, recasting couch. I got some really good ones for you here.
I do too.
Shooter
Let's see if we're the
McGavin.
same.
Shooter McGavin.
Okay, let's hear it.
I have Patrick Reed. Now, obviously, this couldn't be back in the time, and I'm just kind of like cheating the system here. Patrick Reed's a big heel. He's a piece of shit. He's a cheater. I hate Patrick Reed. So maybe if they did a remake, Patrick Reed plays Shooter McGavin.
Hit me with them all.
All right, Richard Kiel, which is the 7'2" boss, right? Nail on the head.
Mr. Larson.
I have Kevin McHale. That would work. Kind of looks like him. He's also 6'10", 7 foot.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. And also just a little more firepower for that position. Another sports guy. And then for the grandma, Betty White. Now, I love the grandma in this movie. She's just grandma. She's been in a couple other things. But Betty White is fucking Betty White.
No, yeah.
What do you got?
I
beat that?
I had 2.
Okay.
I think I got
Let's see
2.
what you got.
I have 2 looks. One was if I were to do famous golfers. Got to put Bryson as Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter, Brooks. Let's rehash it. Brooksy.
Yeah. Okay.
Brooksy.
Okay.
And I didn't really go too much further into who else would play what there. But for my recast, you know how I like my nowadays kind of a thing. So
Yeah, you do.
Kind of bring it a little further into time.
He does like that.
Vince Vaughn as Adam Sandler.
I'm not a big Vince Vaughn guy.
I am.
I like him. I love an old school.
He could do it.
Vince Vaughn just ended up playing himself too much.
So did Adam.
Right, but I like Sandler.
That's on you.
Have you seen?
That's a you problem.
What's the island movie?
Couples Retreat?
Yeah, do you like that?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Whatever.
The best quote from that movie, though, not to get too far off topic, though, is when he admits that he's jerking off to pictures of his wife. He's like, you don't jerk off to a picture of your significant other. Pretty weird. So he takes the magazine and the maid comes in. That's John Favreau, I believe.
Thanks for adding that in there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Zach Galifianakis as the homeless caddy.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Early Zach Galifianakis, that's right up his.
awesome.
Yeah, look at you.
Bradley Cooper as Shooter
Oh.
with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Wedding Crashers Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
And then for Chubbs, Samuel L. Jackson. No, I'm teasing. But kind of
Another black guy?
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Not as good. Chubbs is iconic. I don't know
Maybe
if you can top
Bagger
that.
Vance.
Who?
Will Smith.
Oh. He'd just be slapping people the whole time. All right. Moving on to nitpicks here. There's a lot of nits to pick here. A lot of problems with this movie.
I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
Yeah, there is.
The first one I have here is when it first goes to the nightmare happy place, right, where he's starting to break down after the shoulder injury.
Here we go again.
He hits the ball. He misses the ball 5 times, but like hits the ground. Those are 5 strokes, and then hits it in the water. That's 7. So he probably makes a 10 on that hole, and yet somehow his score. The next time they show the scoreboard, only went down 1 stroke. That's a nitpick to me. Like he made a 10.
Yeah.
You're not winning any tournament. No pro is ever winning a tournament with a 10. I listeners out there, go in the comment section, do some research for us for once. Check it out. Has anyone ever won a pro tournament with a 10?
I doubt the research. Just leave a damn comment.
Yeah, leave a comment for once, you fucks. I just don't think that. Here the thing is, essentially they're calling it a bogey. That's the greatest bogey of all time because I saw him have 7 strokes and a par 4. Even if it's a par 5, that's a double.
True.
So okay, the driving range that he's like showing off at has a 400-yard marker. No driving range ever has a 400-yard marker. They may have, like, it might go to 400 yards. There's no 400-yard marker because no one hits the ball 400 yards.
At the range I go to.
What? No, there's just no such thing. I see maybe 300.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about, like, Top Golf, which is a smaller area. No driving range has that, I promise you.
Right.
Not saying I visited every driving range ever. I'm not a big driving range guy, but I've done my research. I've been to some driving ranges. I talked to some people. I went and interviewed 100 people for this, and no one has that. Also, you cannot drive your car on a course. You cannot get your car anywhere near a course at a pro event. Try going to the Masters. You can't even bring a cell phone in there.
Yeah.
So the fact that guy got that Volkswagen on the course and ran him over, like, and even got it anywhere near the course is just, it's a nitpick to me. I have a problem with that. It works well for the plot, right?
Yeah.
Because he becomes human. What do you got? I got a couple more, but give me yours.
I got, I'm going to start early in the movie and kind of work my way.
Yeah.
But what kind of Bruins fan, obviously diehard Bruins fan, kid wearing a Bruins hat, wears Bruins hat now, got the jersey, da-da-da-da. What kind of Bruins fans has all these other hockey team pennants on their wall?
There's like 12, dude.
Yeah.
Fair weather piece of shit.
Yeah.
I know people like that. You never knew people like that?
I mean, I know people like that, but I just never thought a diehard like that would have so many different teams on their walls. But apparently I do know some people like that.
Well, I have the Haskins jersey because it's ironic and funny. Ricky Williams is a huge stoner. I love Ricky. This was donated. I love Gary Gaetti. This is a Dennis Rodman.
I love your wall.
Thank you.
I helped you assemble it. Another nitpick. Why wasn't Adam Sandler, and you touched on this, ever arrested? The man was committing assault. Assault.
Yeah.
It wasn't legal then, and it's not legal now.
Yeah. At the very least, the one that wasn't actually on, like, camera was the IRS guy. You cannot touch that guy. He's a government worker.
Yeah.
And he threw him through fucking
through the window.
Glass door, dude. Like, that's for sure arrested.
100%.
And then all the other stuff on the tour, like...
Maybe instead of getting banned off the tour, he should have served a weekend, a couple or two in jail and got bailed out.
No, here's the one... The way to poke a hole through that I'll give you is, remember when Draymond Green destroyed Jordan Poole? And that was on video. Someone leaked the video. He didn't get arrested for that. That's just because Jordan Poole didn't press charges. And the Waterbury Open, the first guy that when he drives a green in like
but
5 putts.
They're teammates.
Right. When he 5 putts, he's like, yeah, I just couldn't get in the fucking hole. And he beats the fuck out of it. He doesn't know that guy. That guy's suing him for sure.
100%.
Not that you're getting anything from this point, Happy Gilmore, but you're at least letting this guy locked up, right?
Teammates, different. Brothers, different. Friends, different. Right. Otherwise, you're getting arrested. I also have here, kind of to piggyback that, Subway still kind of picked him up. But I also have, how did Happy drive it all over those freaking trees? When you look at that
through
scene,
the trees, like it's also kind of they repeat the same thing a couple times.
Either he hit
even in the first scene where he's driving with the moving guys, it's like
that's what I'm saying. His drive either was going like this,
right,
or it's not possible.
But it's not just that. Even in the tour, in the Waterbury Open, the first hole he drives, it's like through the trees and over the water, and they use that same kind of clip a couple times. Right. For me, I have one is that he makes it look so easy to get a hole on a par 4. And I don't know, do you know anyone that has a hole on a par 4?
No.
Well, I have a ball right here that says differently because I have one at Elgin Country Club.
Buy a ball. Right?
Well, Elgin Country Club, hole 11. I was in the 5
Where's your certification?
Either way, I have one. I was just trying to butter myself up there a little bit, but it is hard. There's not many of them out there. I'll give you some real ones though. The tower falling right at the end. That happened when he was in like the 4th hole or 5th hole or something, and it ended up going to the 18th green apparently when he crashed. But they would have cleaned that up way before.
They didn't need to. No one was climbing.
Right, but they would have moved the car off. It was like
they could have moved the car. It was keeping it up.
I guess. I feel
nitpicking
like
your
they would have.
nitpick.
I know you are. I feel like they would have done something to that car. Call me crazy. Okay, this is a good one. The Waterbury Open. Now, Waterbury, they don't really show the size of the town. It doesn't seem like a big town. It's a fictional town.
Right.
It'd be like a Naperville. Even if it's Chicago. The winner of the Chicago Open doesn't qualify for the fucking Pro Tour. So, like, the fact that they say if you win this tournament, you automatically get a tour card. They have, like, the Corn Ferry Tour for that shit. I know it's a way to fast track them to the tour, but that's not real. Okay? Not real.
That guy just shows up and he's like, hey, yeah, be there tomorrow.
you provide,
yeah, I'll see you there.
You provide your own tour or your own caddy on the Pro Tour. He's like, oh, okay. Homeless guy. Yeah. I love that. That's super smart. Why does so when Shooter originally in the Waterbury Open, or no, the first tournament, not the Waterbury Open, but he's chipping and his caddy's like, you should probably take a 5-iron here. He's like, give me the wedge. It was a routine chip shot. You don't use a 5-iron there. No. Maybe a 7 or a 9. You use a wedge or a sand wedge or a 60. So, like, the fact
maybe
that he
degrees were different then, and it's like an 8-iron chip.
I don't give a shit. Use a fucking wedge minimum. As we know, you don't even chip with a pitching wedge very often these days. You have a gap wedge, you have a sand wedge, you have a fucking 60-degree lob wedge, right? Like, you don't use a 5-iron, and he chips it in with a pitching wedge, and he says you're fired. But, like, I think this guy, if he was the number one guy on tour, his caddy would be smart enough not to make a dumb suggestion like that, and he deserved to be fired.
Wow.
So, sorry, caddy. Last one here is Victoria, or no, it's not. I keep on saying Victoria. It's Virginia. Shit. Virginia says after Chubbs dies at the funeral, you can't blame yourself for Chubbs' death. Dude, he fucking had a wide open giant window and gave him the most startling image ever. Like, it was only his fault. I'm not saying he like did it on purpose, but you could definitely blame yourself for that death because maybe you don't have that window open. Maybe you don't do it by the window. Maybe preface it by saying, you remember that alligator? I mean, he kind of did, but like as he opened it, I don't know. So blame himself for that death. That's what I have for nitpicks. Got any other ones?
The only other one I had is, and I consider myself a smidgen of a part-time gambler, is why are all these people who keep seeing money lost keep wanting to make the same bet at the driving range?
Right.
Like, you saw it. Why do the same people keep?
Because they're thinking that he can't do it again, but he just did it 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how is that going to raise enough money? That's drinking money. 20s here and there, you know.
He was invested in a crypto.
Nice one. Okay, unanswerable questions. Actually, I don't have as many as you might think for this one, but I have a few. You want to lead it off here?
I got one.
You got one?
Actually, I have
He gonna do one.
I got
he
two.
Gonna do one.
I don't know that.
That's from old school.
How does Happy not have back problems after sleeping on a pull-out couch? And I'm going to quote the Seinfeld episode. Elaine, her back was effed.
Oh, man, but it's with this bar. It's right in my back. It's killing me.
One night.
One night.
Yeah.
That dude lived on it.
Why was his girlfriend, who I'd say was relatively hot, right?
Staying on it.
Why was she cool? Like, that was in his bedroom. Like, it's one thing to have it in your living room, which is the only option, right? Because it folds out. At least get a mattress on the floor.
It kind of looked like it was a studio, though, with a wall.
That was a bedroom, though, no. Because he came out. That was a bedroom. He came out.
The front door was right there.
Yeah, but then he came out, and the Asian lady was like, you know what, breakfast?
But it was like almost like a studio with a wall. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Why is she living in a studio apartment, then? She was a kindergarten teacher. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I didn't know that kindergarten teachers were making bank.
They make enough to afford something better than the studio.
Maybe.
With his income.
We don't know where they were living.
He was working some construction.
Maybe they were in L.A.
But he was working... No, it was Waterbury. Because he gets over to his grandma super fast. All I'm saying is that he was a construction worker. Yeah. They make decent money. Destroys your body. Decent money. He's probably a flake-ass employee.
Yeah.
Assaulted an employee every week. But...
He was a pro with a nail gun.
All right, what do you got? That is true, though, like you said about the pull-out couch, the lane. I mean, if you ever slept on one, there's a bar right in the middle running horizontally.
If anything, getting hit by a car corrected his back,
right.
And he should have been playing
You
better.
cannot, there's no way to avoid that bar because it's not a vertical bar. No. You can't lay on either side of it. It's in the middle of your back or your butt.
Yep.
So.
And then my other unanswerable question is, who the heck is paying for grandma's nursing home?
I had that.
I got one more than if you want me to pass it out.
Real quick, just to piggyback on your comment, Why couldn't she just stay in the 90 days with her in her house before they sold it?
True.
They could take all of her shit.
The movers were already there. Who knows why they were already there?
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things that don't add up, but it's for the plot to have Ben Stiller and the Mista lady, right? Remember that Mista lady? Yeah. I think I killed her. The favorite is when she's originally seen she jumps in the car. He just dumps like fries on her, like a fast food bag. Eat this. That's going to get her off the car. This. She didn't say she was hungry. She said, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, I had, this is a great one. So in his original Happy Place, why is there a midget riding a tricycle?
Dude, I wrote, that was my last one.
Why?
I was
Is that his Happy Place?
PC, dude.
Oh, yeah, midget. Can you call it midget, or is it a little person?
Can't you just switch with another midget?
It's little people. You got that?
No.
Shit.
But I am curious why they make him so happy.
Well, why is he there in the first place?
Because they make him happy.
I understand that, but why does that equate to happiness?
Yeah, that's my point. Why does it make him happy?
Right. I know the midget or the little person's happy. I get that. Because he's riding, he's all happy, and you get to see the V chick. Well, I keep on forgetting her name. Virginia. Well, it's a state. It's not a name, by the way. It's a state.
No, it's Meet Virginia. Well, you ever heard of Train?
Yeah. I hate Train. Train fucking sucks.
Train's good.
Train sucks, dude.
Oh, they're good.
Bro, Blues Traveler is way better.
About it.
Blues Traveler is way better, okay? You ever heard Blues Traveler?
They're good too.
Way better than Train.
Yeah, I know some of the classics.
Better. Okay, I digress. Why is there a little person riding a tricycle in his vision?
I was curious.
There's only three things. There's the grandma winning the fucking slot. There's Virginia looking all hot on a bed. And there's a fucking little dude just riding a fucking bike.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a big one for me. I just was confused. I mentioned this. Why can't his grandma stay in the house for 90 days? They don't answer that. This is a good one. Does Bryson DeChambeau just jerk off to this movie every night?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Did this inspire Bryson?
I don't know. Wait. I don't think that's the appropriate time to say, do you know what I mean? I don't think the average person knows what you mean.
Bryson DeChambeau is the longest hitter on tour. He put on a bunch of weight to be this like powerhouse, kind of Happy Gilmore-like character. Wears weird outfits, had the clubs are all the same length. Very, very Happy Gilmore-esque. Did he just masturbate to this movie instead of porn? He don't want girlfriends. He's like, don't worry, I'm good. This hot bitch wants to hit on him. I got Happy Gilmore tonight. I'm good. Just stroking, bro. So
I don't know.
And then the last one I had was, are all nursing homes like this? Are they? We don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna go with no.
No, you don't think so? Okay, we're moving on here. We are moving on to best quote.
Best quote.
Now there's a lot. I didn't even want to list them all. I got a few. Give me a couple of your favorites.
If so.
Give me a couple of your favorites.
I wrote my favorite, and me and my girlfriend, I think, laughed, LOL'd. We LOL'd at this one.
Ooh.
When he gets ninth green at 9, and Virginia walks up, and she's like, hey, you can't beat him up, you can carry all this work, and he's walking away, and he's like, by the way, my girlfriend's dead.
He mentions it twice, too.
Yeah, and he's like,
he tells it to his grandma when he first...
she fell off a cliff and died on impact.
Yeah. What does he say to his grandma then? She died in a car accident or something? Because he says it twice.
Yeah.
Like, it's very George Costanza of him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even though she's not dead.
She laughs. She's not even concerned.
Yeah,
she just
laughs. That's dark. What else you got?
I have Kevin Nealon. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Blanking what his name was in the movie. Potter something.
Yeah, the whole like Zen thing he does.
Harness, energy, block, bad. Feel the flow, happy.
Psycho.
You put the quarter in.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. My favorite of the whole thing is I saw two big fat naked bikers in the woods at 17 having sex. How am I supposed to chip with that?
Yeah.
Like, and I actually kind of want to see that scene.
You're adding it?
Well, yeah, that might be the scene I want to add. Maybe not. We'll get to that later. Another good one is at the batting cages when before he realizes he doesn't have a hand. Chubbs has a hand. He's like, I was the next big thing. And he's like, I was going to go on tour. And he's like, oh, because you're black? And he's like, no, because a goddamn gator bit my hand off.
Damn gator bit my hand off.
Just the way he's
what
like,
about Ben
Stiller's? Ben Stiller has a lot. You got one for me?
My favorite Ben Stiller one was where she's like, "Could I trouble you for a warm glass of milk? It helps put me to sleep."
Trouble you for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Now he will go to sleep.
Or I will put you to sleep. That's a good one.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
I still have 2 league records, most time spent in a penalty box, and I was the only guy to ever take off my skate and try to stab somebody.
That's your home.
Yeah.
Are you too good for your home?
Kiss my white ass, ball!
Suck it.
Chucks the suck it. Chucks the fucking flag. That's the start of the happy going ballistic moment. When he just misses a 4-foot
Come see if you can outdrive the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
There's endless, right? In this movie, it's unbelievable.
That's what we used to do, though. That's what we grew up on, quoting movies.
We did. We were 8 years old. I was 8. You were 7 when this movie came out.
Throughout all of high school. Mm-hmm. Now people are quoting TikToks.
Right. Yeah. It's
a shame.
It sucks. Well, maybe now they'll start quoting Rob fucking Squared. Professional Fanatics. See the right here? Nice little sticker I got there for you. All right. Heat check. This is the Nick Young Swaggy P Award for the bench player that came in fucking throwing heat, chucking up 5 threes, hitting 4 of them, getting a steal, maybe getting a tech.
Yep.
My first one is Ben Stiller. It's an obvious one. You know, he's not a big part of the movie, but he is throwing heat in this movie. Just the way he goes from the sweatshop thing, and then he sees Adam Sandler come in. He's like, "Oh, we're just enjoying arts and crafts time." Like he's just, it's so like over the top, nice to like evil, right? Like second Adam Sandler leaves the first scene. That's the shut the hell up thing, right? Can I trouble you for a warm glass of milk? Like,
Could I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps put me to sleep.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
It's perfect for this thing. I have Bob Barker. Throwing fucking heat, dude. Yeah. Like, it's just
Bob Crush.
You could tell he got to let his hair down.
Bob was kind of that guy, though. If you saw that special on him on Netflix where the dude kept getting the price right.
Yeah, I did.
Bob's got a quick fuse. He's about a 9 on the attention scale.
Yeah, about a 9.
Watch the last spot.
Yeah, about a 9 on the attention scale there, Rube. Yeah, Bob Barker. And then the last one I have is Vern Lundquist. And mostly, I didn't notice this. I should have had this internet research. His partner, I don't know who the guy is, doesn't say a word. The best scene is the Waterbury Open when he whiffs the first time and he gets behind Happy and it's all in the hips. And then he's just like, it's all in the... It's like kind of what you're supposed to do with like a girl when you're teaching them to play golf. You get to get around them and you're teaching them, but yet you're still kind of groping them. You get to have your P on their B. That's penis in their butt.
I think we all know.
Right. Well, just to clarify, you don't know who's watching. A nun could be watching this. You don't know that. I hope it gets some nun fans. But like Adam Sandler's reaction is just like he's like, okay. He's like, I don't remember what he says. He says, I'm trying to
go loosen up somewhere
else.
Yeah.
Go loosen up someone else. Something like that. It's amazing. Is that your only heat checks or?
Yeah.
Okay, here we have overacting awards. Similar, but this could be anybody who overact, who went for it. I have Ben Stiller again. He went for it, right?
Overacting? Though?
Yeah. I feel like his darkness when he's on the phone with the guy about like this is a high quality shit. $200 per fucking quilt. Okay, not the best one. This one's good. The Mista lady.
I had her.
She's come on. Like,
I love
the whole
her.
Time. Yo, I love her too. You gotta have her, but that's overacting.
Mista.
Right. Remember that Mista lady? I think I killed her. Is that the only one you had?
No, I put also Joe Flaherty, who played the jackass guy. Like, that guy would have been kicked off.
Right. Sorry. You want to go to Sizzler? Like, there's a Red Lobster nearby. He's like, actually, that's good. He gives him all the cash. And when he calls him, he's like, oh, you want to hang out? He's like, this is actually business. He doesn't get the memo that, like, this dude doesn't like him.
No.
He's using him.
Yep.
Jackass!
Overacting, but honestly, this one was a lot harder than our previous podcast to pick an overacting award. Because I feel like it just all melts so well.
Yeah. And The Burbs did too, but it's such a more mellow movie that like you could always tell when someone is.
And I mean, let's be real. Some of those scenes, they were like there was overacting.
Yeah. Okay, only one Oscar to give. Now, I have 2 for this, but there's one answer. I'm going to give you my one that's not the answer, but it's the homeless guy. The homeless caddy. Okay. He killed it. Like, it just... Again, the bathing in the pond, the watching is on. He just plays the part so well. just doesn't really say much in the movie. Even the last scene I noticed upon rewatch is when they get out of the car and he has the champagne. Like the homeless guy when he gives it to him, he like sniffs it because he doesn't know what it is. Who sniffs champagne?
The more I think about recasting, that hair part with the slick at the end, that's like where Zach Galifianakis got his
for real
slick.
Surprised he didn't. He would have maybe a little too young.
No, he couldn't have played it for sure.
He was too young.
But I'm just saying, later on in a movie, I'm blanking.
What year was Out Cold? 2000?
Yeah, probably.
So this would have
98,
been... Yeah, he would have been a little too young. Even though there's young homeless people, but he was perfect. And it wasn't Sandler's guy.
No.
The real answer for me is McDonald, Christopher McDonald.
Same.
Got to give it to him. I mean, the fact that this became him, for better or for worse for him, like maybe it didn't help him... You know, for his money and his bottom line, but like to be known as a character for the rest of time, a legendary heel,
not a bad one. You don't want to be like Urkel your whole life, but to be a shooter.
And he's also not like a serial killer. He's just a fucking douchebag golfer, like, and just trying to buy grandma's house is pretty fucking bad. Though.
Yep.
Come on, man. Like, make that my trophy room, but I don't know if it's big enough. Just love it. Like, good for him, man. Like, when he dies, I'm telling you, I always do this. Like, sorry, but, like, he's going to be known. That's going to be the first thing that comes up, right? 100%. Shooter McGavin died.
Yep.
So, sorry, Shooter.
I'm picturing the tweet now. Hopefully in a long
yes.
time.
See, we keep on saying that. We don't wish ill upon anyone. Scene you would add to the movie. I have a good one, actually, for this one. It is Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann. This is a time capsule thing, right? 96. Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann, they had their little sports thing. And Sports Center doing a little piece on Happy Gilmore. That's what I want to see, right? Like the meltdown, the drives. I just want to see a little bit more of his antics, which we see a solid amount in the movie. Give me another 3 minutes of that. That's what I want to see.
I want to see Shooter getting caught paying the jackass guy. I'd like to see how that plays out.
Well, you paid him cash the first time.
I know, but there should have been some exposure there. Like, I don't get why he didn't start throwing him under the bus when he's getting chased. Like, Shooter did it.
Oh, right.
Shooter
did
made
they
me.
Catch him?
Yeah.
Like, but the security of those tournaments is so lax. There's nothing. There's no security guards.
Right.
Like, it's a pretty cool golf tournament to go to. And I also want to add in, this has nothing to do with the category we're talking about, but I love how, like, the crowd, they show the crowd changing where they're like, oh, a whole new fan base coming to watch golf. Guys doing beer bong. He's signing the chick's tits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like white trash. People, they have their shirts off. So great.
Yeah.
Like, I just love it. Like, I want to see more of that, right? I do want to see more of that. Can we both have that as a combined scene we want to add? More like a tailgate? A Happy Gilmore tailgate where, like, there's a 8-person gangbang and then we got, like, people doing beer bongs and, like...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I definitely would agree.
You're just... Yeah, he just doesn't want to say that. It's... Yeah. He wants to see that. Make it rated R and it'd be great. Yeah. Basic Instinct.
It'd be great.
All right, here. P-break scene. The scene we would take away, or not take away, if we...
The scene we're going to take a pee during.
Yeah.
It's a pee scene.
Even better. What do you got? We might have the same one.
The dancing on the ice.
Right here. First date, ice dancing.
But I will tell you this. I had to be back in time to see the Zamboni guy mouth an Endless Love. Because...
There's some good
I think when I was a kid, I actually thought he was singing it. And now I realize he's just lip syncing it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know that song. I can sing other songs, though.
You know what? And I'm going to do a little surprise.
Yeah?
For the pod. For the
people.
people.
Can you show your wiener?
No.
Oh. Can you show that on YouTube?
I don't think so. But I do want to have, you know how Rob does his little story times, which thank God we haven't had one today. But we're going to do Rob's karaoke time.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
And I'm going to pick, because we both love the soundtrack to this movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick a few songs, and you're going to sing a little 10 seconds, whatever you got for us, of each song.
All right.
Are you done?
Do it.
Wow,
I'll do anything. I do anything. You can ask me anything. You can pretty much ask me anything, I'll do it.
Okay. Well,
you know how Kramer's
don't
like...
show us yours. Okay, first song. The classic one. Tuesday's Gone.
Tuesday's gone in the wind.
I had to give you the chorus.
Do we have auto-tune?
Shut up. Give me some more. I'm a drummer. I'll show you my drum sets right there. What else you got?
Kiss You All Over.
I wanna kiss you all over and over and again.
Can we get a lick intercom?
Little Goo Goo Dolls action there. What else you got? If I know it, I'll
Jump
sing it.
around.
Jump,
jump, jump, jump around.
I don't know that one. That was terrible. What else you got?
Oh, it's magic. Or magic.
Oh, it's magic.
I don't know that one. I was just making it up.
It's like, oh.
It's
No.
magic.
There you go.
You know, never believe it's nothing.
All right, what else you got? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, this is new. I like this new segment. New movies. I'll just sing anything.
Practice
Sweet.
a little more. I'll give you a heads
I'm
up
not a
next time.
singer. It's okay. I can sing Bette Midler with the best of them, okay?
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Poor Bette.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
All right. We have the Brock Purdy Award, Mr. Irrelevant. The actor that we didn't know their name. We know them from some things. What do you got?
The Brock Purdy Random Actor Award goes to Mr. Larson.
Yep.
Nail in the
Richard
head
Kiel.
guy.
Richard Kiel.
Some of those scenes,
You know what he's
nail
from?
in the head.
Before that?
No.
He was.
But I know you're going to tell me.
Of course, I know everything. He was Jaws in Moonraker. You could play with him in 007, the big tall dude.
Really?
Yeah, and he was in one other thing I didn't write down, but that one for sure. Which is a pretty big role. I mean, it was like essentially, like, remember Odd Job, the little dude, that kind of role, like 10 minutes in the movie, but
Okay.
yeah, that's who I had too. So
Club Bend with Shooter. And then at the end where he's like...
Well, you can count. We saw when Shooter's like, oh, you can count. That's good. He's like, and you could count on me meeting you in the parking lot.
That's two thus far, Shooter.
Oh, you can count. Good for you.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
He's just so scared. I'd be pretty scared too. But he was so perfectly cast. And again, I wouldn't replace him. I said Bill Lambier, which would have been nice. But like the quote of, he's just so goofy and the nail in the head. Yeah, Kevin McHale. Right, that's what I said.
You said Bill Lambier.
Bill Lambier too, but Kevin McHale. How about that? Two giant doofus. Well, I got background coughing. Giant doofus white
guys.
Yeah, nice. Jinx. Okay, the scene we had that pee break.
Hottest take.
Hottest take. I don't have one. I know.
I know you do.
I don't.
I've got one.
Go ahead.
If I were to put on my Rob Creepy Simmons brain.
So essentially, I have it just through him.
He sent me this one in a dark.
I didn't. He just
nightmare.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna do my first.
So I'm
one.
creepy, apparently.
No.
I just don't hide my creepiness like some.
Oh yeah.
I'm just what you see is what you get, right? I'm the real deal.
Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
True.
Go ahead.
If this is what you're willing to expose, who knows what's behind the scenes.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Happy lost that tournament. That's my hottest take.
For real. Yeah, he did.
I mean, you count that
That's
one,
not even a hot
10,
take. It's just a fact.
But even the first hole. Like, what did he... How many putts?
Well, no. I mean, you're talking about in the Waterbury Open?
Yeah.
He 5-putted that. He made it double.
But still.
I think he also lost the last tournament, too.
Yeah, he lost every tournament,
Right.
probably. That's my point. That's
Okay.
the hot take.
I think you had another one.
I have
Very
another
creepy.
one with my...
creepy Rob thing. Yeah.
Grandma was really upset about losing her house.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma all of a sudden wasn't very upset about losing her house.
That is true.
And I think it's because her and Shooter had a little thing going on.
Oh. Like a
We
sexual
saw it-
thing? Like sexual?
Yes.
Oh, Shooter.
We saw in his nightmare, a.k.a. the black wardrobe
Right.
scene.
She makes out with him and sucks the Gene Simmons tongue.
Yeah.
Or he sucks the Gene Simmons tongue. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She would be sucking. He'd probably be sucking her clit. Is my guess. Dude, that's a big clit. She's old, dude. So
Next
you got
category?
you. I mean, come on,
All
man.
right, yeah, you see, I knew he was
You
going to.
fucked up. All right,
I was
what-
going to tee this one up for him.
I don't need to be teed up. I'll hit that shit from the bunker. What piece of memorabilia would you want from this film?
Hockey putter. Enough said.
That's all I have on here too. That's
But
all
I had
can
two
think of.
others.
Oh, look at he did more research than me.
Well, I didn't have to research this. That's just stuff I would think would be cool.
Oh.
It'd be kind of cool. I mean, to add to your Farley head collection. Gross. The gator head.
Oh, my Farley head, yeah. It's just, for those of you that didn't watch the last episode, I want to stuff my dog. Farley, he's
Go
5
watch
years old when
it.
he
Go
dies.
watch it. Don't
Yeah.
tell him. You go watch it.
Okay.
And then also, I think it'd be kind of cool to have the skate he used to stab somebody.
Yeah, right. Signed, right?
Yeah.
The skate. Okay. And I just had the putter. So, okay, 2 more categories here. This is the Tripping Balls Award. Who's peaking? Who's peaking? Who Apex Mountain, whatever you want to call it. Who was at their peak when they made this movie? Or who this was their peak? For me, Christopher McDonald, yes. Easy set, right?
That's what I picked.
Okay. Also have Adam Sandler. I don't think it's his, but I wanted to have a conversation about it. But we'll get to that later. Okay, well, this one is for sure. Riding the Bull. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a peak. I think Christopher McDonald peaked there. You don't think so? What did he peak at?
No.
Dirty
I
Work?
mean, I think, you know what, we talked last time about Bruce Dern and having an extensive career and making a bunch of stuff. He was just in The Watcher.
McDonald's career is not Bruce Dern's career. Let's preface it with that. Bruce Dern had 63 years of acting. Christopher McDonald does not have that.
He's been in movies
Dirty Work?
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
He's been in movies for over close to 40 years. If he lives long enough, he will.
Well, this is his Apex
He
Mountain.
was just in The Watcher.
Well, then give me an answer. That's his Apex a Netflix special?
No, I'm just saying, how do you call...
He was in Requiem for a Dream, I know that, but people don't know that movie. It's a heroin movie.
Okay, I guess I get where you're coming from.
Who do you have then, Mr. fucking Nitpick? This is not Nitpicks. This is Apex Mountain.
I know.
This is Tripping Balls. This is who's peaking.
I got
What you got? What you
My
got?
peak isn't an actual individual. It's goofy pants and fat asses on the golf course.
Yeah.
Because golfers are lean. Well, some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Thanks for calling me golfer. I'll beat your ass.
I wasn't referencing you.
You looked at my belly.
No.
All right, go on.
Maybe. But now every golfer dresses with swag. Like, golf shit's cool.
They do. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like, it isn't something you just wear on the course now. You go out to a bar, a brewery on a Saturday, and you're going to see a few people in the crowd wearing golf stuff.
That's
golf
true.
pants, I mean, those
People wear those
hybrid
out.
tech pants.
Yeah, people wear that shit out.
Golf shorts.
I do all the time.
Yeah.
That's because I have so much of it. All right. Is that the last one?
And then who won the movie?
Look at you doing a category. I love it. Well, clearly it's Adam Sandler won the movie.
Yep.
That's for sure. But I actually have one that's actually bigger than that. Golf itself won the movie. No, Golf itself won the movie because Tiger Woods did not make his debut until 97. So golf was in kind of a boring standstill, as he says in the movie, right?
Yeah.
The outfits. Golf won this movie because you have this movie and you have Tiger Woods in a year and a half later dominating the sport. This was like the precipice of that event. And like you have Happy Gilmore, it's pop culture, boom, 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 golf won the movie. No, Adam Sandler won as well.
No,
But, there's so many different things for Adam Sandler.
Golf, I remember watching it as a kid with my grandpa and being like, this shit is so boring. Is there NBA on? Is there football on? What's going on? And it didn't matter if the Super Bowl was on. This dude was watching golf.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Happy Gilmore that I think a flip switched. And I was like, a switch flipped.
Switch flipped. I've done that a lot.
You know what I mean?
I do. And
next thing you know, I'm out there hacking it. Hacking and hacking the next 20 years.
Yeah.
Love it. Great take.
All right. This is episode 2 of Movie Deep Dives. We're going to have a lot more coming up for you. We're going to have a couple other guest stars. He's got a couple things he's traveling for. Also, I want to get someone else in here, even though he's been great. Everyone in the comment section, say how great Rye Brad's been. He's been good. He's not as good as me, but he's solid, right? Like,
no one could be as good as Rob.
Well, thank you.
No one could be as humble as Rob. You can't spell humble without Rob.
Well, Capo used to say, he's like, you're so humble. Like, I'm not really humble, but...
No, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, you know me.
All right.
But give this man a follow. He's got a cool sticker now.
Yeah, check out the sticker. It's Professional Phonetics on YouTube. We
or
have a
at
lot
least
of other
like the
shit.
video, share the video.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of other stuff going on. I mean, this is primarily, again, a fantasy football, sports betting podcast, but we like to have fun around here. We do a lot of stuff. We don't quit. I go year fucking around. I put a lot of work into this.
He does.
I do. I love it. It's my baby. I have fun doing it.
He actually quit his job, so he's working for free right now.
I have a lot of fun doing it if you didn't notice. Like, so for me, this is just a hobby, but I would like to make it a job, and we'll see how that goes. But stay classy, San Diego. Is that the wrong movie?
Yeah.
That's the wrong movie.